Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting and everything and amazing Propagandacaster. I'm your host, Pearl Dane, the one, the only master propaganda hero, psych defender of the fatherland, off here to a 2v2 on Wolfheze. In the north, it is Habibi and Diana, fighting here for the British Army, the Commonwealth, the 30th Corps here with the Guards Armour Division spearheading a push towards Armour in the south. That is Bisonette and Convenant forming up here 107th Panzer Brigade, tasked with counterattacking and stopping this British advance. We got Mobile Assault Vanguard, Special Weapons, Commandos, and Lend-Lease Assault here from the British. And the Germans here having fought Jaeger Armour, Joint Mechanized, Joint Operations, Spearhead, Storm, and Jaeger Armour. Quite a collection of commanders here, and as always, a big hearty thanks to my patron supporters, wonderful people, one and all, and their support allows the Propagandacast to keep going day after day, month after month, year after year. So big thanks to all those. Other people can join like Patreon, and a big thanks to Iron Fist for donating and supporting the Propagandacast with his hard-earned money via PayPal. Other people can join his example via PayPal as well. Links in the description similarly. And finally, you can always just comment, like, and share, and subscribe, all that stuff. That sort of get the YouTube algorithms a bit going as well. We got a double sniper out here for the Germans to look at and bleed out the English here, of course, with a fierce war of attrition here. Tends to be sort of one of the preferred methods because the infantry sections tend to perform quite well versus, well, your regular infantry due to a variety of bonuses. So people just kind of skip that hit to the snipers because the British do tend to struggle a bit with countering snipers. If they can't counter them at all, they typically tend to have a bit of a hard time. Samex there to block the entrance does look more like the building is eating a really lumpy candy bar, but that's another story. We got infantry arriving here for the Germans, the 107th Panzer Brigade, which would not directly have any snipers attached to it. Fun side note there. Third section there for Habibi. Diane with 4 sections. So far the English are responding to the snipers with more infantry. Alright chaps, we got German snipers out there. You know the drill. Get out there and show them what you're made of in large numbers. They can't kill all of us. So forwards for the British Empire while I'm back here having a nice cup of tea. Hang on. That's not right. Well, you can have a cup of tea afterwards. Oh, all right then. Carry on. Anyways, make 6 minutes on the west side here for Diane. Going for a big push here. On the left flank here, will the Germans ready to respond on that east side there? We can see Bisonette slowly pushing forward. So we've got the section holding up. Looks like Habibi is taking up fast here with a counter sniper of his own here in the west side there. Diane's infantry section are pushing forward. Stop knowing the gun needs to definitely get himself a bit cut off there. We'll have to be careful they don't retreat too late. As the section pack quite a punch there in the move as well. And we go deep flank here. Glenn being absolutely focused down. Sniper there is being very cautious here, guys. You might notice there for Convenant. Very cautious. 30 minutes squad ready. Section pushing ahead here. Sniper is not really getting enough kills for him to really stop this British assault. The gun squad in very close chance of getting wiped. Habibi with the first British command. In fact, the first command entirely. It is special weapons with tank hunter sections. Resupply half tracks. Hold the line. Crocodiles. The Churchill crocodile, not actual crocodiles. And the concentrated fire operation. British sniper out there with his boys anti-tank rifle. Sniper moving forwards there. Still not getting a lot of kills in here. It's certainly highlighting how cautious Convenant is. Partly, I imagine, expecting a counter sniper, but also just, getting bull rushed by the sections. German sniper here in the west falling a bit back here. We got 1 kill on the other snipers. The German snipers, but having been rushed up pretty fast, have not really managed a lot of damage here in the English so far. We can see the Habibi just goes straight in hard with their sniper. Clearly not concerned about the German sniper. Perhaps even hoping to bait it out. We don't quite know at the moment. Probably never will because we can't read Habibi's mind. Section move forward to another killer from the German sniper up to 2. West side here we got 5 on Convenant. Of course, note the way the British are using the terrain here to make it harder for the snipers to get a clear line of fire in the sections. At a lot of the time here, that's also, I think, some fairly neat plays there by the British here versus the Germans' sniper strategy. Section moving up here, Punish going for the car on there, looking to hit back at the English economy and slow it down here to perform a mini Brexit, if you will. Pioneers push back into the sections, pushing up the west side here. German Gunneers from the 107th Panzer Brigade pushes forwards. We got tech up as well there for Diane with the sappers on the way. And we got sappers as well there for Habibi. Sandbags or pushing up the Phoenician victory point towards the fuel point. Bisonette is absolutely not in a position to deal with this. His forces are basically too far away. They do have the Germans coming in. The 3 kills his name so far. Tech there for both Wehrmacht players like to make a nice clip for Convenant. Guessing an armoured car, yes indeed. Could of course try it with a flame for a half-track here. Though they're concerned about a British armoured car, shutting that down. You know, I don't blame them. First on the west side, we also got bolted sections here for Diane. Sections numbering up the eastern side here, again hitting the fuel points and the car points there. Definitely making a mess of the German economy. Germans now trying to hide. Briefly wasn't hiding very well at all. North Italy's being pushed back as again we got another British push here with a lot of infantry behind it. In the centre of Italy's being up catching the two sections there, but not a great engagement there for Convenant's going to do is there. So now they're going to line up a shot here. Going to use their bunching up here, pushing back one section. Armoured car ready here for Deutschland and Convenant. There you go. Tank hunter section out there for Habibi. Obviously concerned about an armoured car rushing down their sniper.
A capture point is being overrun.
And so if Convenant's doing one, do get the one for Bisonette as well there. New side here, sappers there being held up. German sniper there lining up more kills. Close to 7. Other one is up at 7. Gonna sappers pushing 40 armoured car backing off. Pioneers acting as an infantry there, making it harder here for, you know, Diane to like surprise the snow with a quick rush there in the centre sector around the point here back. Troops enforcing, medic bunker up there for Convenant, or green one up for Bisonette. These are the armoured car pushes forwards, caught spotting the anti-tank section. Pioneers hitting a mine. He's ensuring the armoured car doesn't hit it, I guess. Stay counter east here. A lot of manoeuvring here, a lot of fighting. German sniper towards the centre. They got 8 kills to his name there. Tank in the section over there, boys. Anti-tank rifles. Armoured cars to the section. And there goes section routed. Pioneers still close being wiped out, but looks like Bisonette is able to pull them up. We got another gun squad there for Bisonette. Guess he's trying to mirror the British strategy of just sending in more troops into the sniper. Back here, weapon racks have been unlocked here for Diane. Actually, now goes for Lenny's assault. That's a bit of a later one. There are no assault sections. Could go for multi-cores, and there's always the M10 and the M5, and of course the strafing support. We got sections going up here against the German sniper armoured car guns trying to sort of bleed them out here. And 9 kills on the German sniper, about to hit 10, and very close to S21 there. In the centre, Germans making steady progress as well there. Bisonette switching pretty much all the infantry forces towards a centre push there. And there you go, half-track here for Diane, of course, most likely to equip with the court mount there as soon as possible, though bit short on the munitions for that at the moment. Bit short on the munitions. The sappers getting equipped with their Piats, obviously drew a bit away from that. So that just leaves the Germans to be a commander here versus the Allies, as Habibi launches a fierce British assault on the centre here. Coming on the other side, we got a Pack 40 on the way there for Convenant. Bisonette has yet to go for anything like that. British forces advancing here through the centre field here, west side there. Assault going on as well, the Pioneers push back, sappers and half to there, following up a strong nucleus there for Diane. In this case, actually using to support a steady infantry push here. Thumbs up to Diane. Definitely a look eliminated, of course, to most half-tracks, but Allied half-tracks in particular because they've been equipped with a quad mount. So most players just never even consider using the half-track for anything else than just, you know, murdering German infantry at an incredible pace. And shooting down aircraft. But still, thumbs up to Diane for actually using it, you know, for another purpose than that. Then we got tech there for Bisonette. Not yet for Convenant, who's bringing up an MD-42. Vickers on the way there for Habibi. We'll have to see, of course, what Diane goes for next. Terrifying around the west point again. Half to the remaining reserve. Is ultimately equipped with the court mount because, again, it is an incredibly good upgrade. Can't fault them for that, obviously. MD-42 there, right about down there for Convenant. Neither him or Bisonette have yet to pick a commander. They both sort of remain a bit hesitant there. A bit reserved. Bit recalcitrant. In the centre there, German pushing 40 again, getting mauled down. Here's the picture putting up stiff resistance, almost as stiff as their upper lips. Tank under section added here, gun is being mauled down. He's section pushing forward there for the British Empire, and Bisonette's guns are being pushed beyond the limits. In fact, they're dying by the numbers. On the west side here, sniper there with 15 kills, close to 52. They're bleeding out Diane, but not quite enough to really like pop the British balloon here. In the centre though, Bisonette is once more being pushed back. Habibi continues to be a formidable opponent that Bisonette is struggling quite fiercely with. The armoured car apparently forgotten here, or he's got some scheme cooked up there. Tech down there, still none for Convenant, and crucially still no command from the Germans. Pack 40 for Convenant now. Greece in the centre being caught here with the Vickers machine gun. A quick route there. German front line is looking a bit unsteady here now. Go ahead in the car front with the tank 100 section. Stump holding back here. Armoured car further back there. Now for Bisonette, you're really wondering what he's scheming here. Got Convenant's armoured car begin to assist here. But of course this frees up now to the end. Will force water center assist there. So definitely some issues here for the Germans at the moment. They need to come up with a, I think, significant counter-attack here to really throw the Allies off. And we got a mortar emplacement here from Diane. I would not be surprised if this results in spearhead here from Convenant to go for the mortar half-tack. As of late, mortar half-tacks are very, so to say, heavily part of the meta game, because the mortar half-tack allows you to like counter a mortar emplacement fairly fast, because you don't really want that one to stick around for too long, as that can be a significant pain in the posterior to deal with. We'll have to see, of course, Convenant does it, but again, I wouldn't not be surprised if he did. It definitely feels like, you know, it's increasingly in part there just to have the mortar half-track. Going for tier 4, bold, and as always, you have to like consider like what is the current situation on the ground here. And I feel like for the Germans, like they're on the back foot, they're not like with a huge full advantage, and Convenant's, you know, so close to medium on himself. So I feel like going for tier 4 here with the current situation straight away is a bit risky here for Bisonette. Like typically, like, you know, you'll want to go for it if you actually like significantly hit. That way you can translate that advantage into something bigger. But crucially, the Germans here are not quite ahead except on victory points, but you also want to be ahead on resource and map control a bit more than what they currently are. So, well, I'm not saying it will fail, obviously. I am saying that it's certainly not something I would advise doing, and I definitely feel like there's a lot of risk associated with Bisonette's current movements there. East side, a bit of pressure, we can see there. Habibi continues to be a strong anchor point here. Morton placement up. I don't think it's yet to be real, though. The smoke screen there, I think, might be a hint of it. No, that's actually, I think, an artillery one. Yep, actually used the artillery smoke there. Thumbs up to Diane. Got the Piet there knocking out the 2-2. For those wondering what the Piet was, it was a, well, British anti-tank weapon, but rather unique. It was effectively like a spring-loaded weapon, you know, spigot fired there, rather than, you know, using gunpowder or rockets like launch the projectile. So, bit of a unique weapon that way, I don't think it was spring one, but, you know, spigot, there's like, you know, pop a needle and the stuff goes off. So, little fun note on that one. That had a lot of flaws, it was also very, very uncomfortable to use. Anyways, another armor curve for Convenant, as he's taking up, feels questionable, but that's just me. How the Germans are, nonetheless, though, successful pulling off an assault here, are pushing back the odds across the white frontier. They have spotted the mortar and plate, and honestly, at this point, I would recommend dropping the armored car for a mortar half-tech here, particularly it's going to end up going for spearhead anyways. Mortar and plate there, big bombard, we got pack fire, we got pioneers, Convenant opening up, Convenant's got that factory wiped out there. Lost track of the battlefield here, a good kill there for the British, painful there for Deutschland. Uprush on the flank, pack 40 getting bombarded here. No assistance here from Bisonette in silencing the mortar emplacement. On the west side here, we can see the Diane ending up for another British push. The armor coming up. Denise was on nearby here. Also trying to get close with the Panther. We got the Piats. We got everything else from the machine to retreat here. Almost got the half track, but he's going to lose the machine gun there, I think, unless he gets very lucky, it seems. In the center, we got a center rushed up by Habibi, completely missed, and all the heat and excitement here. And there you go, wipes out the sniper with the center on its twin 20mm Poston anti-aircraft guns. Sapswing 40 backed up with the two sections. Bren guns aplenty. Half-tech needing repairs there. More going to use the Convenant. No support or heavy panzer corps there for the Germans, and no anything for sound there from Convenant. I'm assuming he's not planning to full continue went for a second armored car. That would definitely be a bit silly. Pack 40 up in the center. Almost got it here. Got it. Good kill here for the Reif. He got 22 kills from the start, but there you go. Bit of loaders in the Pack 40 for the English get off for that one. That would certainly, I think, negate not entirely some parts of that advantage of the game by knocking out that British anti-aircraft tank here. But not an effort there for Bisonette. I think a good pick against the British, in particular since they're bunching up a lot. Plus, it's just a nice support tool in general. West side here. Diane putting pressure on the German left flank. Section pushback going into the Pioneers here. East side could see a bit of pressure there, perhaps. Back pushing forwards. Sappers holding up. And nothing further there. Back a base for Convenant or for Bisonette. They've yet to take a build like anything above the like mechanized company. Also, crucially, we're 15 minutes into the game and they've yet to pick a commander. We are about to hit the 20-minute mark, or we're just close to it, which is typically like where you want to choose a commander by, because at that point you always just to feel like pretty much like negated any advantage you might wait for like getting really much out of the commanders anyways. And so they won't get anything more from just being hesitant to pick it. So we'll have to see here what they're going to do, but definitely, again, not advice sitting waiting too long to pick a commander either. We've got another sniper there for Bisonette. Wants to attrition those Englishmen. Get airborne these two, catching the Pioneers. Armour car flying better way there. British infantry pushing forwards as well. There you go. We got Convenant with Jaeger armor, featuring breakthrough packages, reconnaissance overflight, mobile observation posts, spotting scopes, and the elephant. Meaning, of course, he's also going to go for Tier 4. And Bisonette has yet to build his heavy panzer corps. So the question is, what is he planning here? Sturmpanzer seems very likely. A lot of Wehrmacht players as of late do like, if they push for Tier 4 fast, they will go for the Sturmpanzer first, as it is quite excellent versus infantry. Now getting a Panther wouldn't be entirely insensible either. We got the company command post up there for Dan. We got hammer tactics there, none yet chosen for Habibi. Oh, there we go, animal tactics. And we got a second mortar placement up here. And there you go, Bisonette with joint operations featuring the artillery field officer, reconnaissance overflight, fort resupply, howitzers, and the PAC-43. There's been a slight increase in Wehrmacht players as of late going for joint operations in 2v2s, I've noticed. It does obviously have some utility there for team games, for the ability to repair bunkers, the artillery, the air reconnaissance, even the officer's good if you remember to use them, of course. But now, of course, have to see what exactly Bisonette himself is scheming with it. We do finally get the heavy panzer corps up here for Convenant, but Bisonette still hasn't built his. On the west side here, half-tech one fleeing pursuit by German attackers. Air reconnaissance here from Bisonette. Needs to, of course, be mindful of the anti-aircraft tough that can pretty much shoot it down instantly. There we go. Knocked out of the skies. East side of gun is pushing forwards. Armored car remains very much in zone. That armored car really hasn't done a lot for Bisonette. I do wonder what the idea with that one is, because it seems like he's not entirely sure why he went for one in the first place. How about the armored car's ready? Yeah, but the armored car? I didn't order an armored car. Yes, you did. Here we have it in triplicate. Oh, scheiße, I must have had too much schnapps. Well, send it over there. Got his mortar here. Another push for the Eastern Victory Point here. We got 288 versus 390. And there we go. Bisonette with a heavy panzer corps of his own. Looks like Bisonette lost more infantry. He's down to just 2 grenadier squads here. Meanwhile, the British have a total of 4. Though, of course, one of them is a tank hunter section. Similarly, 4 there from Diane. Of course, his a bolster, and they also got Bren guns. Habibi's also bolstered, but unnoteworthy short of Bren guns. We do get the Storm Punch there for Convenant. You saw it there, we got the Allies pushing forwards. Mortaling forwards here, sniper there, closing on Veteran 3. Fun fact, apparently the Storm Punch was apparently first introduced in 1933, and they're sort of figuring out like which branch of the army does it go for. Guderian claimed it as a tank destroyer, which again highlights Guderian was looking to like claim anything he could as a tank destroyer to avoid ending up in the same situation he did with the Stude, which was not under his control as the Panzer Inspector General, but rather was under the control of the artillery. So, little fun fact there. Meanwhile, we got the con on the way there for Diane. Habibi with nothing further going on there. We got reconnaissance overflight there shot down again. The anti-aircraft are being really good at that. We got Bisonette with a Panther here. The Panzer come fighting food, but that said, Bisonette's forces in a pretty weak spot there. Needs to make up for those losses fast by inflicting damage. These some fuel pointers all been seized by the British. A lot of pressure right here on the Germans now. Solidifying the centre, also causing the problems here. We got machine gun wiped out. Sturmpanzer, they need some upgrades. Pinnacle machine, the spawning scope do a lot there for Convenant. Sturmpanzer, Panther moving forwards. Adding the Pinnacle machine is there, very good. Thumbs up. 6-pounder gun there, proving to be a bit of flair to the Panther under Bisonette's command, pushing it back up the west side here. Pioneers moving forwards with the hazard removal package and also the Pioneer support package. And there you go. Comet out here for Diane. 288 versus 358.
Upgrade finished. Very handy.
Germans still a victory upon either of the Allies, but it is slowly getting slower, and we are smaller. We do get a hard snap here for Bisonette, probably up here with the emplacement, also correct from the British. Sturmpanzer caught here by the Comet. Definitely a bit of a lopsided engagement there. Go German sniper down there. Killed here by Habibi sniper. Of course, Bisonette's all lost his second sniper, so the Germans are now down to no snipers whatsoever there, which of course is pretty great for the Allies. Pioneers routed. East side here, another bad engagement there, as Bisonette's right flank is simply too weak to withstand the sheer infantry might here of Habibi and the British Empire. Second pack forward there for Convenant to help deal with the Comet there. I'm imagining Habibi here is, going to go for that crocodile in a moment there. He's got the command point, he's got the manpower, just needs a bit more fuel. So baffled he just went for the regular Churchill tank here. That would be, quite frankly, bizarre. Sturmpanzer here, not yet getting killed. Of course, Mason having all these bunched up Englishmen with the retreating with the retreat bonus, and there we go. Now there's a hit. 7 kills with a single shot, 150 with a gun there. Utterly decimating them. Wunderbar. We got the Panther versus the Sappers in the east. Crocodile out there for Habibi as expected. Comet there as the Pax. Oh, Pax in fact could do some heavy damage there, but it does bounce and gets away. Crocodile Mule rolling forward to the front, and here we got 2 fire right into the base here of the Allies from Bisonette. Oh no, man, he got destroyed by British artillery. That's painful there for the Germans. Didn't even get to fire one full barrage before British artillery shattered it. I'm calling the move here for Bisonette. Once more, got the Crocodile at the centre here. He's almost wiped out there. There's lumbering British behemoth. Panther moving forward. Got the pack forward already here. Shot bounced. Is there any support from the Panther? Otherwise, I think he's going to have to fall back here. Sniping these Grenadiers. Sturmpanzer on the move here. 11 kills. Veterans he won. Packs on the move here. And there you go. Finally got the anti-aircraft traffic line. Convenant to call an air reconnaissance and not have it immediately shut down by the British. A small win there for the German army. Very small. I'm sure the Luftwaffe appreciates it. Into the section on the west here. Pack 40 moving forward. Got the Sturmpanzer moving towards the center here. Rushing in for Deutschland. Then rushing backwards. Allies have now going the victory upon lead here with the Germans. Got 288 to 264. Packs on the Comet. Shots penetrating and bouncing at the same time. Comet there pushed back. Obviously not going to stick around too long in front of 2 anti-tank guns like that. West side here we got a small push there by Convenant, but we got a British counterattack here from Diane, ready to put a stop to this Hunnic encroachment on the British left flank. Panther repairs. Sturmpanzer getting lightly bombarded. Section right to the east somewhat. Of course, there's still more sections about here, more problems by extension here for Bisonette. Does have the Panther on that job here with its machine guns. Tank through the Insular. Now go the rifle grenade, causing further casualties, further harm and grief here to Habibi's forces. Comet there falling back up 3 kills, but it's close to into 1. Another Comet here for Diane. Certainly spelling further problems here for the Germans. We're definitely not ready for that. And we got Convenant here with a Panzerwerfer, which is definitely going to, I think, end up looking a bit awkward once the second Comet hits, and he's got like 2 packs trying to stop 2 Comets, which is definitely not great odds. Not great odds for the Germans. 6 interesting now that there's also air support ready, and neither of the German players even has an Ostwind up. So like trying to deal with that, so. The odds, I think, are being slowly stacked against the German army. Right now, the Germans will need to, I think, do some drastic work here soon to turn this around. Pack 40 getting a bit too close here. Jump up, moving up here, shoots, and right into the section there. Tearing them apart there. 6-pounder gun shoots, bounces off the Sturmpanzer's frontally thick and frontal armor there, 100mm. Got the Panzerwerfer out there. No, the Sturmpanzer did have some issues as we kind of front overloaded. They ended up mostly trying to fix that by moving the entire thing a bit further away so the front part wasn't as overloaded. There's a little fun fact there. They would also later actually add a coaxial machine gun, or a hull machine gun to the Sturmpanzer in later models. Anyways, east up, we got the Comet pack forming up here looking to pressure the German right flank again, which is easily like, you know, a big weak spot there. Like, there's not really, I think, being a lot of effort put into defend the fuel point there. And at the same time, not a lot of pressure being put onto the British fuel. West side here, pack 40 moving forward, got the Panther barrage off here, and it doesn't even hit the clothesline, you know, it hits nothing. That's a complete waste of rocket there. And also signals, of course, to the British that the Germans just went for a pack 4 Panzerwerfer at, like, probably the worst time. So, that, I think, just definitely make things much more awkward here for the Germans. And certainly on more advantage here for the Allies. Bisonette with a Panzerwerfer as well. They're really sold on those Panzerwerfers, aren't they? East side, we got the combo from the East Water Centre. We got 288 versus 200. The German situation is getting steadily worse here. Sturmpanzer of the section, killing Roberts and Boberts. Got the Panther barrage off here, hoping to get the sniper, and Sappers actually taking some heavy losses and getting wiped there, in fact. That's kind of lucky there for the Germans. The sniper that survives the encounter here with German rocket artillery. Panther 3 killed close to X1 Convenant, holding up against British advantage. Sturmpanzer bits 22. Close to wipe in this section. Crocodile moving forwards for the British Empire. Sturmpanzer absorbing some of the hits, but the English are really hitting the Reich here hard. Hammering away for King George V. And the pack just pretty much explodes under unrelenting British fire. The second pack is also wiped. We've got the comms on the Crocodile backing off a bit here. But still, the intense pressure being applied here to the 107th Panzer Brigade is just not slowing down here. One pack has been destroyed. The other one, they can't grab without sacrificing their gun DSC, and clearly Convenant is not too keen on that. Panfast in the Crocodile. East side has also been grabbed here as all the Germans focusing around here. The English just grabbed the East. Pack number 2 also destroyed here. Another staggering blow here to the Germans, in particular for Convenant, who has got no anti-tank weapons whatsoever. Panzer barrage from this time around does, well, a bit, but still, ultimately, you know, it hasn't really done a lot. He needs, like, to do something bigger, faster than it currently is. And I also think that single pack 40 is going to fall a bit short against 2 Comets and a Crocodile. And that's just what they have now.
Enemy causing trouble, trying to take one of our points.
Meanwhile, Bisonette is hard at work fixing up this Panther. South the armoured car, there's a section. We got Tilly called in here. Try and make it hard for the Germans to grab at the eastern fuel point. Sturmpanzer round to assist the armoured car here versus the section. Looks like they might get a wipe here on Habibi, pushing down to 2 sections. They did lose the anti-tank section at some earlier point here. That's a small one for the Germans. Meanwhile, Diane is ready to push up through the centre once more. And still the strafing run in support, and there's also like concentrated fire operation for Habibi. We got 100 points left versus 28 here. Just looking increasingly rough here for the Reich, as the British Empire keeps hammering away there. Sturmpanzer shoots, gets a decent hit in there. Halfway to the Fleece now backing off after that. Little sneaky move. More artillery firing down the southeast, and we got an M10 there for Diane, calling in some tank destroyers. As the British call them self-propelled anti-tank guns. Sturmpanzer running ahead here. Ready to support the advance on the western victory point here. Being active with the Comets though. Sturmpanzer is quick to back off. We got a big flank hill as well there from the other 2 sections under Diane's command. 75 points left. Still no S4 Nego. Sturmpanzer going for it here. Panzer barrage off as well here. A Manion from Convenant. Gets a little damage in, but no kills. That's for Bisonette. They got 1 kill on another barrage, following barrage here. So the German and Panzerwehr so far just aren't, well, doing a lot so far. And there you go, M10 Achilles out here for Dan. As for Habibi, who knows what the scheming, I would not be sure to see a Churchill tank or Firefly who just crumbles. Plenty of options for Habibi to pick from. So far they're just not picking anything. Strong punch this close to actually free, but also close to being knocked out here by British armour. As we got here, Dan rushing with a Comet, slamming away there at the German Panzerwaffe. And Lease, we got the Propagandacast force here, ready to rip apart Bisonette's right flank here, like it's made out of toilet paper. We got hold the line here from Habibi. Counterparts in the Comet. Almost got here. That could certainly be helpful for the Germans. Almost got it. We got 280 to 64. Comet though survives. Needs about to lose the Crocodile though. Panther moving in for the kill. We got Panther. From there, there you go. We got hold the line. British RAF going in hard here. Still no strafing support unleashed here by Diane. Sabotage shooting here. 283 versus 64. Going for the Western victory point here. Half to quarter center by the looks of it. Storm hunting fixed up. Another Panzerwehr barrage here for Convenant. Can this one actually land a hit or two? And it definitely landed some hits. They landed some hits. That's for sure. And there you go. Grenadiers wiped here. Another blow to Deutschland there. Hold the line is a fairly powerful ability. Like, even just removed, like, you know, part with the gain defensive bonus, like, it'd still be amazing because, like, just covers the entire terrain effectively with aircraft. So it's, like, really powerful. It's just not used a lot. It's about being really powerful. Because, again, it is more defensive in nature. And so it can be tricky for some players to think time correctly. Got the Comet racing forwards here. Got cover grenade on the move, jump hunting flanked here. And there goes straight to support unleashed here now by Diane. We got the Sturmpanzer in deep sauerkraut, Comet getting hammered. British RAF going in from the north here now. Almost got the Sturmpanzer packs flying away. There we go. Aircraft there, straight from pushing them back. Comet, they're about to get knocked out. M10 flanking, no further support here. Got the Panzer from that. Bisonette surrenders and Convenant falls after him. A fierce 2v2 fight here on Wolfheze. In the end of the Germans, I feel like strategically made some mistakes. So tactically, they also got too defensive too quickly, and ultimately just handed the British very slowly the match here. But it was close at times. In the end of the Germans kind of sabotaged themselves, I feel. So there you go. Hope you enjoyed this match. I learned something from it. If you did, subscribe, like, share, comment on it. Tell a friend, tell a family, but don't tell enemies. This is Imperial Links and cheers. Thank you for watching. We'll see you tomorrow again for another exciting episode. Bye.